Okay, and good morning, everyone. Welcome. Here we are. Time for a little yoga with me here in the, I guess it's now traditional basement practice, but I've been doing it down here for several years. Come thinking, clean this room out, got it set to go. We started way back in another part of the house, in the basement actually, with COVID. COVID times, shutdowns and lockdowns and everything. So, been doing this for several years now. So, space has changed, I've changed. Hopefully both. Well, at least in my mind, for the better. Now, alright, again, one thing that doesn't change is don't quit, don't hurt yourself. Alright? Tapas. Ahimsa. Ahimsa, the first yama, the things not to do. Don't hurt yourself. Don't hurt anyone. Non-harming is the direct translation. Tapas. Heat, resolve, determination, effort, full and complete. Now, for those of you who stopped in or watched later, last week's I talked a lot about saucha, which is cleanliness or purity, about how you make that full effort as a way of being, embodying that to help us with that, right? Not only the awareness of our breathing, keeping it smooth and calm, whether it's fast or slow. Satya, this is the hard one. Honesty, truth-telling, being honest with ourselves. It's not easy sometimes. All right? We'll tell stories to ourselves all the time, even as we come to a greater understanding about who and what we are. I'm living proof. I fully admit it. Right? So, you don't have to find any great truths about yourself every time. You'll practice. Again, it is practice. That's the word, practice. The operative word is practice. We're not looking to achieve anything. It's going to happen. These things are going to occur because of the practice. You will become stronger, more flexible, more focused, calmer, deeper awareness of the self will happen. You can't help it. You push against it if you wish. I'm just going to do the poses and get good at it. And you will. But the truth of the matter is you're going to find that you're in order to get good at the poses and get those great pictures without hurting yourself. Right? You have to do the rest as well. Right? It's like your mom said when you were learning the piano. You gotta practice. Did you hate it when your mom was right? Alright, here we go. I'm gonna start seated. One down. You can use your chair if you have to, it's okay. And this is your practice. Go where you can, do what you can, all the way through. Sit up nice and tall now, relax. And bring a few more breaths here, and breathing. Sorry, I forgot how to talk for a minute. Bring your focus now to simply breathing for a few breaths. There we go. It does not matter how you're sitting. It doesn't matter how fast or slow the breath is. We're going to slowly build on that. Let your jaw relax a little bit, but don't let your mouth hang open. So the air flows freely through the nose. Let yourself sit up a little bit now. Without straining. Just open yourself. This movement up. And it's not very big. Might feel quite like you really extended yourself. This is just simply perspective. Your awareness already focused in a little bit. But what's going to happen here as we sit upright is the rib cage will open. The shoulders will spread. Spine is nice and tall now. There's plenty of room for thought and breath to flow. Tuck your chin a little bit. Okay, now again, satya, honesty with the self. It is okay if you're thinking to yourself, when are we going to get to the pose? This is making my back sore. It can be hard. I know. It's okay to acknowledge that. This is part of it. We're building our strength very slowly. It's not real fast. Just sit upright. Be ostensibly still. Let your breath still move. There is an active movement up and down through the center of yourself. Your muscles are flexing with your breath. They're not always moving big. Let's let the back release. Now bring our hands in front and exhale forward. Nice and calm. Easy now. Let your neck relax. Release yourself. And breathe. Inhale up. Very, very tall. Right. Alright, we're going to kick this length now. And we're going to make it a little bit longer. We're going to arch to the right. Right hand here. I'm sorry. Right hand here. I forgot. I wanted to go backwards when I'm doing this one. Left arm up. Up we sit. And we exhale. And we arch. And we breathe. Inhale up. Again, it's a lengthening motion. This hand down and the opposite arm up. So we have left hand down, right arm up. Here we go, big length here. Again, this is an opening, but not a stretching. And when you sat upright, your ribs were as open as they were going to get. There's a little pull here because the muscles are tight. They got to relax, but we're not trying to extend that space. It's going to relax a little bit. There'll be a slight change. It's small. And we're not talking about huge differences. The biggest, if you were to measure, sure, it's now longer, but that's just geometry. Inhale up. Fingertips here. We lean back. Strong middle. Open the shoulders. Push your hands down. You got a little strength here. Keep your chin tucked in. We inhale up. Creating a little arch here. Just a little bit. Breathe. And you can't go very far in this one. Right? It's a warm up anyway. You don't have to. Exhale upright. Don't go very far in any of them. Go where you can. Again, your full effort. You can be honest with it. Because sometimes it's going to be hard. Back of the left hand towards the right knee. Right hand slightly behind us. Up we sit. Exhale, twist. Right. Are you going to be honest about the effort? You quit a little bit. And we all do it. Return to it. Make it full. Make it complete. Make it clean. Make it on. You'll feel better for it. Right? Again, we've all been there. It's just a human thing. We haven't made our full effort, our best effort. Feels better when you do. Even when it's harder, physically. To know that you have truly hit your personal limit, whatever that is. It no longer matters what anyone else has done. Inhale on twist. We go the other way. Back of the right hand towards your left. 10 here. Shoulders nice front. Exhale, twist. Concentrate now. Breathe. You can do it. Inhale, untwist carefully. All right, now we're going to start reclined here today. So we're kind of almost going to do a second set of warm-ups. Similar movements that we do seated to start. So turn along your mat. You go sideways like I was. Either way, we're going to lie back and lie down. We're going to deepen these movements a little bit. Again, we're not going to go too hard, too fast. Get used to it, okay? All right, now. So we begin, as we have a lot of the reclined stuff, making certain, similar to how we were seated, we got some work here, we got some length here. We're not going to tip our head back, we're not going to let the pelvis tip up. Maybe your back isn't 100% on the floor, that's fine. It's supposed to curve a little bit. The strength is along the floor, not down. Exhale to pull your knees in. Reach up with your hands to the shins, the backs, the thighs, and give them a squeeze in. Breathing. Feels good. All right. Next inhale, release your feet down. And we're going into a reclined Baddha. Again, really keep this work here. As you turn your thighs open, hands reach up, turn the thighs. Maybe you don't need to do that, it's okay. And the heels as close as you can, and the exhale, let it open. Put your hands wherever to start, it's okay. Don't try to push your knees down. I want you to be aware more of the movement outward. I'm going to deepen this just a bit. So bringing your hands up there, just sort of resting there in the groin area. We're going to keeping the hands about shoulder width apart. Your shoulders down from your ears. Your next exhale, we sweep the arms up. Now don't let your back tip. Don't let your pelvis tip. If you can get the edges of the thumbs on the floor, you can then turn and let the backs of the hands rest. But we got a little action here. Without the shoulders creeping up. We're letting the feet and your legs release. And we breathe. Let your breath move now. Right? Again. Satya, honesty. There is a point in this position where, again, you just cannot physically extend those muscles anymore. It's just not how the body moves. You have to be honest about that you've reached that limit, and allow the work to calm where it is. It is hard. Let's bring the hands up with an inhale. Get them underneath the thighs. Now you may not need to do this. A little strength. A little inhale, lifting up. It's nice to do. Sometimes it just feels like your inner thigh muscles could use a little help. Right? Now we're going to twist, counter twist here. And again, we do this one quite regularly. Just going to bring the right knee over the left. Turn that thigh in. Flex the toes. Keep that right shoulder down. We're going to exhale and go to the left hip onto the other edge of the left foot and release the lower back where it will. If that means your right foot touches the floor, then fine. Again, be honest here. It is not about touching the floor with the inside of your right foot. That happens because the turning grows. lengthening action happens. Let it. By focusing there, this will actually help this process happen. And we'll calm the whole thing. And part of that is a mental thing, releasing the need to reach a certain point. And being in the practice, not looking to the end. Next inhale, we untwist. Now leave your right knee over your left. Keep that strength as best you can. Left foot's on the floor. Now we're going to exhale. We're going to roll to the left. Keep your left toes flexed. Don't push with your right leg. And just release. This is a release for the side. The extension down the outside of the left side of the body. And it's not a big twist. Inhale and untwist. And uncross your legs. Let's do the other side. The left knee comes over the right. Work, work, flex, flex. And exhale. Twisting deeply where you can go. Bring that awareness into the practice. The whole thing steadies, strengthens, deepens. Not necessarily meaning you're going further, but the awareness of it, the knowledge of it, the wholeness of it. Inhale onto it. So here we go. Go in the other direction. Keep those right toes flexed. Strong middle. Exhale, roll to the left hip, the inner edge of the right foot again. If it's deeper, fine. Don't push with your left leg. Get your right side open. Breathe. Inhale onto it. Right foot down. Uncross the leg. Alright, now straighten things out a little bit if you need to. Now, we're going to exhale and pull the knees up and in. And again, give them a good squeeze down. You don't have to reach your shins. It's okay if you're on your thighs. It's alright. Flex the toes just a bit. And we're going to exhale and let the knees and the ankles drift as out wider than the hips, the knees to the outside of the ribs. Now maybe they'll move down a little bit, maybe not. Just good steady pressure, keep your back long. Keep your middle strong. And inhale, the feet come down. So we've got the heels a little bit wider than the hip. We need to bring them in a little bit, do so. You want to stack the knees by the ankles. We're going to go into bridge pose here. And your hands are going to help. I'm going to press them down. And keep your shoulders broad. You're going to keep your middle working. But this is leg work. Your legs are very strong, but they've got to have that strength that's opening because they're going to extend as well. Moving up and back. Keep your knees above your ankles. As you inhale, arch as you want. Keep breathing all the way through. Smooth and calm. Keep lifting all the way through. Again, that doesn't mean you go any higher. You don't stop the work. And exhale towards your heels. Middle's nice and strong. The hips come down. All right, one more recline thing. Happy baby pose. So we've got the knees and the ankles, everything we need. Exhale, bring them up and in. Hands again, if possible, to the shins. Can't reach, keep your hands to the backs of the thighs. Little flex of the toes. Again, if possible, we reach between the legs. Can't do it without curling up. Leave your hands to the outside of the backs of the thighs. Raise your feet up either way. Ankles are above the knees. Lower back stays down. We exhale. Little press. Little pressure down. There's actually a push up slightly against that with the inner line of the leg. The knees don't splay too wide. And we're concentrating this work into the hip. As we breathe. Inhale, heels come down, release your feet as you have to, and let the feet come to the floor. Left leg goes long, left arm up. We're going to roll over all the way onto hands and knees. Come on over. And push yourself up, keeping your middle good and strong as we find starting point here. As always, you can go to your forearms if it bothers your wrists. Shoulders above the wrists otherwise, or above the elbows. And if you're on your forearms, shoulder width apart, 1 foot back, and the feet are about hip width apart. We find a plank. Now, flex your knees as you have to. Take the effort back. Not up, not down, foot back. Shoulders roll out. Shoulder blade stays broad even as that turn happens. The middle strong. Don't overdo it. Don't tuck too much either direction. The active length from wrist to hip. The time, the practice, those inner legs will lengthen. Well, the strength goes down, the backs of the legs will lengthen. That's what happens. Lift your heels up. Inhale to step your right foot into your lunge. Quite deep here. We're going to turn our left foot. We're going to press ourselves up. Okay, so we get this big wide stance now. And we're going to come into a warrior 2, warrior 1. So nothing fancy here. I want you to use this space. Give yourself some room. You've got strength. Now you need this. Don't let your feet squiggle closer together, which is not a technical term, but that's what happens. They squiggle closer together, right? So give yourself some room. And this is a length of the arms. An active thing. Up and down. Your hands at any point as you have to. Look to the right and exhale. Flex your right knee. Calm, steady breathe. Okay. And be honest about that. Position of your feet. It's scary. You need to have the space so you can build the strength in the opens. Keep them too close together because you're afraid you're going to fall. You're actually going to not be as stable because you need this wide base. So go ahead. Be honest, it's going to be harder at first. Right? You have to build up new strengths, new openness. It's okay. Alright, into Warrior 1. Keep it working. Lots of awareness here. In your middle. As we exhale and turn. Hands where you need. Don't unbend that right knee. Again, that's really easy to do. Be honest about it. Bring your shoulders around. It's okay if the left hip doesn't come as far as the right. And then sweep your arms up. Work your middle. Tuck your tailbone. Breathe. Virabhadrasana 1. Inhale, straighten your right leg. Okay, now bring your left foot up. A couple of steps is fine. So you're coming up towards the head of your mat. It's okay to turn, it's alright. Standing back arms here. So feeling that strength. Sweep your arms up. So you kind of do a little bit of what we just did, right? We're maintaining that. And now we're going to go up and back. Now let your knees just a tiny little bit. Your hips go forward. Tiny little bit. It's not a big move like that. Actually, that hurts. Oh, at least it does for me. So we're just going to focus on the length. Maybe it's not very far back. It's okay. You don't have to touch the floor back there. A little swing of the arms as you exhale next. Alright. Now, from the head of your mat, we're going to do the other side. So, we'll fold down, flex your knees, it's okay. With an exhale, moving with your breath. I'm just going to walk the feet back, don't need to lunge, just take a few steps, wiggle, wiggle, fine, go plank again. I'm going to take a little time, you can go to the forearms if you have to, down dog. Exhale as you're ready. Now you can rest anytime you want, it's alright. Alright, the heels lift. Inhale, step the left foot into your lunge. Again, so we got this long, low lunge. You want to give yourself some room. Now work it. And be honest about it. It's okay if it's hard. Sometimes it has to be. Part of what we're learning how to do here. Warrior 2 and 1. Reach your arms out as you find your alignment. Is calmly deal with things that are hard. Not ignore them. Left exhale, flex the left knee. Not solve them quickly, perhaps. Sometimes the quick way doesn't actually help. It's only a surface thing. You breathe. Warrior 1. Use the hands as you need. That right leg working. Don't unbend that left knee. Exhale, turn. Very active. Push. Exhale up. Nice and cool. Inhale, we straighten the left leg. We'll get the hands where we need. Bring that right foot up. And we'll flex the left knee. Use your hands. Whoa, that was a little fast. All right, we're going to go into, again, standing back arch. Feel that strength. Again, your upper body's doing already what Warrior One was doing. And now we deliberately try to curve it a little bit. There was a curving there that happened naturally, and it's how the body moved. Taking it a little bit further now, more deliberately. Exhaling. All right, nicely done. Now, so balance. All right. So what we're going to do here now is we're going to go into a combination of these. We're going to do balance, a forward fold that is a hip release, and then back into another balance. We're going to go flamingo pose, cross ankle Uttanasana, and then into a balanced half lotus. Follow me along. We're standing on the left foot first. Why? Because I said so. It really doesn't matter. All right, so in honesty, Satya. Balance is about the weight on one foot. Getting and maintaining the weight of your entire body on one leg, on the left foot to start, is the main thing here. Lift your right heel for a moment. So if it is enough for you, just get that right foot off the floor a little bit as we lift it up, then that's all you have to do. Hands underneath the thigh, hands underneath the knee. But again, you've got to be honest. Can you bring that knee up? Do it. So this is flamingo. Nothing fancy here. Again, it's pretty basic. This is really just about getting that weight on one foot. Now, strong middle, strong thigh. Not too tight though. As we exhale, and let the right foot cross over the left. Now, if you've got to put it down and swing around, fine. Now, once the ankles are as close together as you can have them, they do not have to touch. Once the edges of the feet are as close together as you can have them, again, they do not have to touch. Keep your legs long, active. As you exhale forward, we're going to release the outside of the right hip, the back of the left thigh. You're coming over the floor, strong. Don't round down. It's okay if your fingers are on here. As the space continues to open, you'll get closer to your legs. It's the right hip, the outer thigh releases the back of the left leg, and your hands will work back. Don't flex your knees just to get closer to your legs. Bend your knees a little bit. Inhale up. And then cross your legs. Whoop, no, I almost forgot. Actually, I'm going to just lift that right heel and then bring it on up. Flex your toes. So we're doing that. Sorry, I screwed that up. Forgot. In the action of releasing the thigh, actually makes it a little bit easier to bring the right foot up, left hand over under, into this half lotus. And then hopefully you get a little bit more space. Here, you don't have to do that part. Again, getting the weight on the one foot is what counts. Inhale up and down. Now we try the other side. Okay, here we go. All right, now, so be different. We're working with the left hip now. okay with it? Again, be honest about it. I know, right? Like, why are you talking to me like I'm in 5th in kindergarten, right? Don't tell fibs. Because again, we will do that. And this is it's a human thing. We do lie to our own self. Sometimes it's harder to stop lying to ourselves than it is to other people. Feel it? Yeah, take it where you can as you exhale. But flamingo pose, balance. Again, the weight on the right foot. Alright, again. Left foot crosses over. Again, gotta wiggle a little bit, wiggle in. Get it firm, get it strong. Okay, cross ankle to Uttanasana. Exhale forward. Use your hands, it's okay. You don't even have to touch the floor at all. Right? Hands on your knees is fine. Shins is fine. As the space opens, you go further. Flex the knees a bit. Inhale up. Okay, again. We're going to do it right this time. Strong middle, strong middle. Lifting that left heel. Bring it up. Turn the thigh. There it goes. Yeah. Lift hand where you need. Into the half lotus bow. And breathe. And inhale up. Very good. Left foot down. Nicely done. Okay, so I'm going to go back down to the floor. Go a little toe balance here. We're putting all that much weight. Let's put a lot of direct weight down on the arches. We're going to release some of that a little bit. So let's get our big toes parallel. They do not have to touch. Close as you can get them though again. We're just going to start to sink down. If your heels start to come up, let them. Exhale down. Heels lift. And you're in toe balance. Right? Now, if it's already too much, just sit down. If we're ready to deepen, and you don't have to lay the fingers on the floor, you can slowly raise yourself up. The knees point forward, knees extend, hands maybe come together, maybe not. It is up to you. We're going to shift our weight forward, putting the fingertips down, a little lean here, cross your ankles, and sit down. Submit our shoulder. Get your hind end on the floor. Grace is not required. Thank goodness for that. All right, now we're going to take our legs one. We're going to finish with a whole sequence here of wide-legged forward folds and variations thereof. Let's see what we can do. So we're going to sit very tall. Use your fingers for a moment. Your thighs are in, your toes are slightly back. We're going to go to a very simple, basic one to start. Just a little pivot, just so we can really feel this work and alignment. So extend your palms out, straight from the shoulders here. And we're just going to pivot at the hips. Don't let yourself round. Don't drop your hands. So you can be honest about all this. We're just going to let the heels of the hands hit the ground. And just let the fingers come in. That's it. It's as far as you have to go here. And just breathe within. Calm within. So, what's the point, right? I'm not getting any closer to the floor. Well, the awareness of the movement here. This is not a downward movement. You're actually going an angle, up and back. That's the action. The hips will rotate, and yeah, you will get eventually closer to the floor. Inhale out. Let that part happen as it does. Now we're going to bring the left hand in front and the right hand here. And we're going to do a big twist here. Very strong active twist. Exhale and turn. So you're looking down towards your right foot. And again, as we did with our warm-up, twist doesn't stop. As we did with that bridge pose, the lift didn't stop, even when we didn't move any further. The rotation, it's not hit my limit, let it go a little bit. Right? And it's a clean, full effort, an honest one. If you hadn't made it, it's okay. You have time to do so. One breath counts. It's true. Inhaling onto it. Now, turn to a right thigh. Carefully bring that foot in. Do the same thing with the left. We're just crossing the ankles. What? Roll up onto our knees. Uncross the legs, sorry. So coming up. And I'm going to go into a gate pose. So I'm going to really release the right side. So we're going to extend the left leg out to the side. Now, toes, if they'll stay on the floor, great. If they won't, let them come up. Keep it aligned though. Toes, ankle, knee, hip, right knee, both shoulders, both ears. And the arms now. Touching your foot is an option. A byproduct. So don't let yourself turn. Don't let yourself sit back. You can be honest here. That means you don't go as far, then so yeah. Breathe. Inhale. Feel the lift, feel the length. Nice. Bring all that foot in. Sorry, pulling that knee in too. Cross the ankles. To the other side. Now take your feet away. Again, I'm going to do the whole thing. Just using the other side a little bit. That, thighs in, twist back. Same thing here. What we're doing with it, exhale forward. Is the work of the upper body. The awareness of that. And allowing other parts to relax where they can go. Inhale it. So that length you just maintain. I'm keeping that going. Right hand here, left hand here. Exhale, twist strongly to the left. And don't let it quit. Don't hurt yourself. Breathe. And the breath and the awareness. This is how you know you're as far as your physical form can go. You're fully focused on this. Your mind's wandering, thinking about other things. Right? You see the clock? Getting towards the end of practice. It means you probably got a little more space. Again, it might not be comfortable, but don't hurt yourself. With that effort. Again, your breath will help you with that too. Smooth and calm, even if it's fast, because it's hard. It's not tight, it's not held. Inhale and twist. Nicely done. Alright, again, we're going to turn the left. Again, it doesn't really matter which one you do. I just like to do the side we were working on. Be a little different. Bring both feet in, roll it up. Okay, gate pose. Going to the right. In where you can with your breath. As you exhale and extend over your leg. Again, this is a movement. It's going that way, not down. Let your sides release. Be calm. Be open to the space that you have, the strength that you have. Probably more than you realize. Maybe harder than you realize, and that's okay too. Sometimes it is. Sometimes it isn't. Sometimes it's easier than you think it's going to be. It's like, oh, it's not so bad. Inhale up. Nice. And breathing in. Breathing in. The ankles. Roll back. What? Boom. Boom. All right. Now, half strap. Half wide-legged forward fold. So I'm going to working very hard to keep the thigh bones at this angle. I'm going to start with the right again. You turn that thigh. And this time again, we're going to bring that in. Now, don't worry about how far it goes. You're keeping the thigh bone at that angle. You can bring the heel all the way in. Great. Going forward, not down. Forward. Just let your hands slide on the floor. And the upper body's alignment is the same now. Nice and long. It's going to curve a little bit. Don't exaggerate it as you go where you can. Inhale up. Really, really tall. The right leg goes out. And left thigh turn. Bring it in. And so half straps, a half wide-legged forward fold. I'm just going to get length in here, strength here, exhale forward. Okay. Don't let yourself roll up onto the shin there. Keep your foot working. Flexed a little bit. Both of them, really. Go where you can. Inhale. active one. Left leg out. Again, as you probably guessed, a wide-legged forward fold. Now, you might end up in exactly the same place we were earlier. This, again, be honest about it. It's fine. It's what happened. With time, the pose will deepen. It does not have to happen today. It's okay if it's still hard. Exhale, fold. It's okay if you don't put your head on the floor. I'm not going to. Some days I do. Here recently, for whatever reason, it's not been happening for me. Breathe. We keep practicing. Keep getting better. And not because it goes further, because we're still practicing. Kaizen is a Japanese concept. Constant improvement. It may not be the depth of it, the awareness of it, your breathing, changing, your focus. It is still improvement. It is still your practice, full and complete. Inhale it. Always. All right, now, carefully bring all legs together. Begin to flex the knees slightly. You don't want to just slap them in, pull something. Now, you won't need to turn like I did, like I will, then do so. But we're going to lie back and lie down. All right. Find yourself a nice, comfortable position for your upper body. So don't worry. Once you've got that, the backs of the hands to the floor. Again, it does not matter how close to your side your arms are. The shoulders are away from it. Close your eyes. You do not have to extend your legs. Leave your knees bent. If you want to extend them, go for it. You try, it doesn't work, bend them back. Right, again, it's yours. Close your eyes. Just self-release. Allow yourself to go calm. Again, you do not have to judge any part of your practice today. Ever. I mean, it's okay to acknowledge that something was tight. And maybe a wide-legged forward fold wasn't as deep as it normally is. And it happened. There is an ease in knowing that you have made your full effort. Okay, this is not CrossFit. There are no ranking systems like Taekwondo or Karate or Judo. I mean, no point system, no judging, no scoring. Your effort was all. Your focus was all. They're the same thing. The feelings, or breath, were all the same thing. You cannot take them apart. Breathe now. And the awareness of it. And it's not easy. Begin to flex your fingers a little bit. And flex your toes. Go ahead. Give your hands and feet a move with the ankles and wrists. Roll and bend a bit. It's going to slowly work its way along your arms, up your legs. And our next inhale reaches the arms up past our ears. Our legs extend long. Right arm is by our ear, the left knee bends. And we're going to exhale and roll right. And press ourselves up. Nice comfortable seated position, cross-legged or otherwise. All right, bring our hands together in front of you. Let your thumbs touch your chest. Everybody smiles real big. We're amazing today. Thank you. Namaste. All right, thank you all so much. Good job. All right, now let's me scooch up here and we'll run through all the usual caveats. So again, the video will stay up for a while. You are welcome to come back, practice again. And if you're not seeing it live, it's okay. It's the whole point of I save them. Keep your practice going. Again, practice and all is coming. All right, if you have questions about anything I've talked about, do not hesitate to leave me a comment on the video itself. Send me a message personally. I'm happy to answer. I really am. All right. And again, there's a PayPal link, Venmo link, CashApp link. You are, whatever you think is fair is certainly appreciated. All right. And I'll be back at it. I haven't set up the ones for October. Can you believe it's October? Oh my gosh, it's almost Halloween. So excited. Looking forward to it. Tweed Ride's coming up. Yay! I'll give you a fair warning. On Tweed Ride Saturday, I'm not going to have a class. And that's because I'm going to need time to get ready. It's my first one as me. I'm going to enjoy it. Y'all have a great day. We'll see you soon. Bye.